Heath Ledger meets a 6-year-old girl. What she tells him changes his life forever. October 14th, 2006, Central Park, New York. Heath is jogging his usual morning route when he sees her sitting alone on a bench. What the little girl says next breaks Heath's heart and saves his soul. It's 6:30 a.m. Heath runs through the park every morning, trying to clear his mind before another day of dark night preparation. The Joker role is consuming him. He's been researching madness for months, reading about serial killers, studying psychological disorders. Sleep comes in 2-hour fragments, dreams filled with chaos and laughter. But this morning feels different. On his usual bench sits a tiny girl, maybe 6 years old, bald head covered by a bright pink hat, thin frame wrapped in an oversized coat. She's drawing in a sketchbook, completely absorbed in her art. Heath slows his pace. Something about the scene stops him cold. The girl looks up as Heath approaches. Her eyes are huge in her gaunt face. "You look sad," she says simply. Heath stops running entirely. "Excuse me? You look sad when you run," the girl repeats, like you're running away from something scary. Heath stares at this tiny stranger. No one has seen through his facade so easily. "How do you know I'm sad?" Heath asks, sitting on the bench beside her. "My mama says I'm good at seeing feelings," she explains. "She says it's because I spend so much time watching people in the hospital." Heath notices the medical bracelet on her thin wrist. "What's your name?" "Emma Chen," she says. "What's yours?" "Heath." Emma studies Heath's face with unsettling intensity. "Are you famous? You look familiar, but also haunted." "Maybe," Heath admits. "What are you drawing?" Emma shows him her sketchbook. The page shows a dark figure with green hair, but the figure is surrounded by colorful flowers, butterflies, and smiling children. "It's the Joker," Emma explains. "From Batman." Heath's blood runs cold. "You know about the Joker? My daddy reads me comic books during chemotherapy," Emma says matter-of-factly. "The Joker is scary, but I think he's sad inside." Heath stares at the drawing. The Joker Emma created looks nothing like the monster Heath has been preparing to play. "Why do you think he's sad?" Heath asks carefully. "Because happy people don't try to make other people scared," Emma explains with 6-year-old wisdom. "Only sad people do that. They hurt others because they're hurting." But what Emma says next changes everything. Heath thought he knew about the character. "I think the Joker is like me," Emma continues. "Sick on the outside, but still hoping for good things on the inside." Heath feels his throat tighten. "What do you mean, sick?" Emma points to her pink hat. "I don't have hair because of my medicine. The doctors say my leukemia might win, but I'm not giving up." Heath's heart breaks. This tiny girl is facing death with more courage than he's ever shown in any role. "I'm sorry," Heath whispers. "It's okay," Emma says matter-of-factly. "Dying is just another adventure. But being mean to people isn't an adventure. It's just being mean." Heath stares at this tiny philosopher. "How are you not angry about being sick?" "What's the point?" Emma asks. "Anger just makes everyone else sad too. And there's already enough sadness." Heath realizes he's been preparing for the Joker all wrong, focusing on the madness instead of the pain underneath. "Emma, can I ask you something?" Heath says. "If you were going to play the Joker, how would you do it?" Emma considers this seriously, tilting her head. "I would make him scary, but I would also make people feel sorry for him." "Why sorry?" "Because scary people are just hurt people who don't know how to ask for help," Emma explains. "Like when I get angry about needles, but I'm really just scared. Heath feels tears starting. This 6-year-old understands the Joker better than months of research have taught him. "Where's your mom?" Heath asks, looking around the nearly empty park. "She went to get coffee from the cart," Emma says. "She'll be back soon. She never leaves me alone for long since the diagnosis." "Does she know you talk to strangers?" Emma smiles with surprising maturity. "You don't feel like a stranger. You feel sad like me. But different sad." "Different how?" "Your sad is about pretending to be someone else," Emma observes. "My sad is about maybe not being anyone much longer." But what Emma reveals next devastates Heath completely. "The doctors say I have maybe 6 months," Emma says casually, returning to her drawing. "But I'm not scared." "You're not?" "No. Because I'm gonna spend those months making people happy. Starting with you." Heath stares at this dying child who wants to make him happy. "How are you going to make me happy?" Heath asks, his voice breaking. "By helping you understand the Joker," Emma says. "He's not just crazy, he's broken. Like a toy that got played with too hard by someone who didn't know how to be gentle." Emma flips to a new page in her sketchbook. Draws Heath's face with tears streaming down. "You're crying," she observes. "But it's good crying. How do you know the difference?" "Because your eyes look lighter now," Emma explains. "Like you figured something important out." Heath realizes Emma is right. Her simple words have unlocked something in his Joker preparation that months of research couldn't. "Emma, would you like to help me with my job?" Heath asks. "What kind of job?" "I'm going to play the Joker in a movie. Would you help me make him real? But real in the right way?" Emma's eyes light up with genuine excitement. "Really? I can help make a movie?" "If your mom says it's okay." A woman approaches carrying 2 steaming coffee cups. She sees Heath sitting intimately with Emma and looks alarmed. "Emma, what have I told you about talking to strangers?" Heath stands up respectfully. "I'm sorry. I'm Heath Ledger. Your daughter was helping me understand something about my work." The woman, Emma Chen, recognizes Heath immediately. Her expression shifts from concern to shock. "Oh my God, you're actually Heath Ledger, the actor." "Mom, he's playing the Joker," Emma says excitedly. "And I'm going to help him make the character not just scary, but sad in the right way." Sarah looks confused and protective. "Helping how?" Heath explains Emma's insights about the character, how her perspective on pain and healing changed his entire approach. "She understands the psychology better than any acting coach," Heath tells Sarah. "Would you let me spend some time with her while you both have time?" Sarah understands Heath's careful wording. "You know about Emma's condition?" "She told me," Heath says gently. "She's the most remarkable person I've ever met." Sarah studies Heath's face, sees genuine emotion, not celebrity posturing. "Emma doesn't have many friends," Sarah admits. "Other children don't know how to act around her illness." "I don't want to act around it," Heath says. "I want to learn from it." Over the next 3 weeks, Heath visits Emma every day. Sometimes at the hospital during treatment, sometimes at the park when she feels strong enough. Always with Sarah's permission and presence. Emma becomes Heath's unofficial consultant on the Joker's emotional core. "Make him laugh when he's saddest," Emma suggests during a hospital visit. "That's what I do during the worst treatments. Show his teeth when he smiles," she adds while sketching new character studies. "But make his eyes stay sad and empty. And remember," Emma says during their final official session, "even monsters were children once. Something hurt them before they hurt others." Heath incorporates every piece of Emma's advice into his performance preparation. The Joker's laugh becomes a cry for help disguised as joy. His smile becomes a mask for unbearable pain. His chaos becomes a child's tantrum against an unfair world. But Emma gives Heath more than acting advice. "You're not sad anymore when you run," she observes one morning at the park. "You look like you found what you were searching for." "I did," Heath admits, sitting beside her on their bench. "I found you. I found understanding." Emma hugs Heath with her tiny, fragile arms. "I'm glad I could help. That makes me feel useful." "You're more than useful," Heath tells her. "You're essential." During this time, Heath learns Emma's full story from Sarah. Emma was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia at age 4. She's been fighting for 2 years. The chemotherapy has been brutal but necessary. "She's been through hell," Sarah confides, "but she never complains. She just adapts, finds beauty wherever she can." Heath starts bringing Emma art supplies, professional sketchbooks, high-quality colored pencils, paints when she feels strong enough. Every child should create something beautiful, Heath tells Sarah, especially children who understand beauty so deeply. Emma creates an entire series of villain portraits for Heath, the Joker, but also other Batman villains reimagined with humanity. Two-Face isn't evil, Emma explains, showing Heath her drawing. He's just confused about which part of himself to be. The Penguin is lonely, she continues. With another sketch, he acts mean because no one wants to be his friend. And Scarecrow is just afraid of everything, so he tries to make everyone else afraid too. Heath realizes Emma has given him a master class in character psychology that no acting school could provide. 3 weeks after they meet, Emma's condition takes a dramatic turn. Her white blood cell count drops dangerously low. She's admitted to the hospital full-time for intensive treatment. Heath visits every day, brings her drawings of costume tests, shows her makeup progression photos, shares early footage when possible. "You're making him perfect," Emma tells Heath from her hospital bed, weak but alert. "He looks scary but feels sorry. Just like you promised." Emma's condition fluctuates wildly. Good days when she can sit up and draw, bad days when she can barely stay awake. Heath adjusts his visits to Emma's energy levels, sometimes talking for hours, sometimes just sitting quietly while she sleeps. "She knows you're there," Sarah tells Heath. "Her heart rate stabilizes when you visit." Other children in the oncology ward start recognizing Heath. He begins visiting them too, always with Emma's encouragement. "Share the sadness understanding with everyone," Emma whispers during one of her weaker days. Heath starts an informal art therapy program in the children's wing, teaching young patients to draw their fears as characters they can understand and maybe forgive. On November 8th, 2006, Emma doesn't wake up. Sarah calls Heath that morning. She went peacefully. In her sleep, she wasn't in pain. Heath sits in his car outside the hospital for 3 hours, crying for a little girl who taught him everything about transforming pain into art. "She completed her mission," Heath tells himself. "She helped me find the humanity in the monster." At Emma's funeral, Heath speaks to a packed room about her wisdom and impact. Emma understood that every villain is someone's broken child, Heath tells the mourners. "She taught me that monsters aren't born evil. They're created by pain no one bothered to heal." Heath dedicates his entire Joker performance to Emma's memory. "For Emma Chen, who saw light in the darkest character and taught me to see it too." During filming, Heath carries Emma's original drawing in his costume pocket, the Joker surrounded by flowers, butterflies, and hope. "She's with me in every scene," Heath tells director Christopher Nolan, reminding me to find the broken child beneath the madness. Emma's influence appears in every aspect of Heath's Joker performance. The interrogation scene where the Joker almost breaks down, the hospital scene where he shows unexpected gentleness, the final confrontation where his pain becomes visible beneath the chaos. Heath found something different in the Joker, Christian Bale observes, something heartbreaking underneath the terror. After Heath's death, Emma Chen reveals the full extent of his kindness to the media. Heath paid for Emma's entire final month of treatment, she tells reporters tearfully. He wanted her comfortable and surrounded by beauty. No expense spared. But more than that, Sarah continues, he gave Emma purpose. She felt important, needed, valuable. That meant everything to a dying child. Heath also established the Emma Chen Foundation in his will, supporting children with terminal illnesses who show artistic talent. Emma believed every child has wisdom to share with adults. The foundation's mission statement reads, "We help them share their gifts while they can." The foundation's logo is Emma's original drawing, the Joker surrounded by flowers, butterflies, and children playing, healing darkness with light, as Emma would have said. Heath's Joker performance wins the Oscar posthumously. In his acceptance speech read by his sister Kate, Heath thanks Emma specifically. "To Emma Chen, who taught me that understanding evil requires understanding pain, who showed me that every monster was once someone's innocent child." The speech brings the entire audience to tears. A standing ovation lasts nearly 5 minutes. Emma's hospital room becomes a permanent memorial and art space. Children facing terminal illness create their own character studies, finding hope in darkness. Following Emma's example, Emma changed how we see villains in movies. Film critic Roger Chen observes, because she changed how Heath saw the potential for good in everyone. Heath's approach to the Joker influences every subsequent villain portrayal in cinema. Actors study his performance to understand how to show pain beneath evil. Heath didn't just play crazy. Acting coach Susan Martinez explains to her students. He played hurt. He played a broken child having a tantrum. That's Emma's influence. The 6-year-old girl who sat on a park bench drawing flowers around darkness became the secret heart of cinema's greatest villain performance. Emma Chen died at 6 years old, but her wisdom lives forever in Heath Ledger's Joker and in every artist who chooses to heal pain rather than inflict it. A broken character brought to life by a dying child who understood that healing begins with seeing clearly and loving anyway. She saved the Joker from being just another monster, Heath wrote in his final journal entry about Emma, and maybe she saved me from becoming one too.